The Houston Astros in 2022 won 106 games, which led the American League in wins, 106 and 56. And they ended up going all the way. They won the World Series last year. So a great year from the Astros. And heading into 2023, let's be honest, they're going to try and repeat. So let's talk about it right here on Bleacher Brawls. Yeah, this is your Houston Astros team profile. My name is Derrik. I'm here with Barnes. And let's get straight into it. As I said, obviously, it's definitely, was a great year for the Astros last year because they won the World Series, right? And I think that's the ultimate goal for a team like the Astros. But you got to look up and down this roster as we talk about some of their key players. There's a lot of them to pick from. So who are you going to pick, Barnes? Three key players for this Astros team, and out of those three, who's going to have the biggest impact?
Man, you can literally say anyone on this team is a key player. But I kind of narrowed it down to three guys who I think are going to have huge years, and they're going to kind of dictate the success of the Astros team. Yordan Alvarez, first and foremost, the guy is one of the best hitters in the game. Make sure you check out, here on the YouTube channel at Bleacher Brawls. Wasn't too long ago that Derek did a Yordan Alvarez is the next big poppy type video. Make sure you check that out.
Yeah.
We'll make sure we have a link for that in the description,
we'll have that. Or card up in the top right corner.
And but next is Framber Valdez. He's going to be stepping in. He's going to be the new ace of this team. And then last key player I have, and I really think that this might be the guy who I think might have the biggest impact. And I hate saying it, but Alex Bregman. Alex Bregman is the definition of Mr. Consistency. And in 2022, he had a down year on average. But that being said, he still produced 93 RBIs. You're telling me a guy who can have like maybe his worst year in average and still produces over 90 RBIs? Come on. He's a huge key player.
It also does help when everyone's getting on base ahead of him because it feels like this Astros team, you look at their lineup and it's just guy after guy after guy after guy. So I'll actually name some players you didn't name. Kyle Tucker, he's going to be huge for them, I think. And he will be playing for the U.S. World Baseball Classic, which all have already happened by the time you see this video. But yeah, Kyle Tucker, I'm very excited about him. I have Jose Altuve down. Obviously, he's kind of the face. I get, yeah, I would say he's the face of the franchise, really. But Christian Javier just signed an extension literally yesterday as we're recording. You'll get this in about a month or so because we're pre-recording in bulk here for these team profiles. But such a big piece for them. They went for a 6-man rotation last year just to get him in the rotation. And now that Verlander's gone and you're looking for guys to step up, Framber Valdez, I love how you brought him. He's their quality start king. Just quality start after quality start. But I think Christian Javier has the highest potential out of anyone in this rotation and can really take a leap. I mean, we saw it last year. He had a no-hitter last year, I think, in the regular season against the Yankees. Had the started the combined no-hitter against the Phillies in the World Series. Like, his upside is immense. And we talk about guys being able to throw up in the zone, fastballs especially. His fastball is elite. It might be the best fastball in baseball. His fastball, guys just cannot hit it for whatever reason. So having that is such a big weapon for him.
Yeah, Valdez, when he threw that no-hitter against the Yankees, I just felt defeated. Like just it sucked my soul out. So, and the guy is freaking good. He is so good. So yeah, I totally see him going. He had 17 wins in 2022, I believe. I totally see him doing the same exact thing again in 23.
It's a very scary rotation. I mean, you got Framber Valdez, Christian Javier, Lance McCullers, Luis Garcia, and even Jose Urquidy. Like, that's a solid five.
Yeah, Lance McCullers might be the worst of that crew.
Yeah, and that's saying something because Lance McCullers is not like he's not bad. Like, you see a lot of bad rotations in baseball at times. We've seen some throughout the years that have been bad. Lance McCullers is not bad, and if he's your worst starter, that's pretty good. But let's talk about this Astros team because they made some moves in the offseason. One of those things, they did lose Justin Verlander, which, does affect this rotation. However, they signed Jose Abreu. They re-signed Rafael Montero, which was a big deal. As I said, they re-signed Christian Javier. It seems like they're losing Yuli Gurriel. He's still out, as a recording, still out on the open market. But they did sign Jose Abreu to replace him. Out of their moves, whether it's losing Verlander, which is kind of more of a negative move almost, or a move that they bring someone in, what was their biggest move this past offseason?
It's got to be Abreu. I mean, Yes, will it hurt to not have Verlander? Absolutely. But as we just covered, they got 5 guys in that starting rotation that can win 12 plus games each. Urquidy can win 12. McCullers can win 14. And I just said McCullers is probably their worst. So, losing Verlander will hurt, but I don't think it'll be as bad as we might think it is. But Abreu is a huge upgrade over Gurriel, in my opinion. The guy bats 304 in 2022. He's good at getting on base and
Brings some power too.
brings the power. And, I think the biggest thing here is he doesn't have to be the man on this Houston roster. He can literally just be like, hey, bat me second, bat me third. I'll protect Jordan, or I'll get on base in front of him, let him score more runs for this team.
There's a chance Abreu could be maybe the 5th hitter in the lineup, which sounds crazy. Yeah, it's a very deep lineup. It's also, you look at their lineup in the postseason, because Jeremy Pena was hitting second, so you have Altuve, Pena, then Jordan Alvarez. I don't remember exactly what's behind it, but you have guys like a Kyle Tucker was hitting 5th. You have Bregman, and now you're also bringing in a guy like Jose Abreu. Your top 6 in that order is really good. Chas McCormick at the bottom of the order is solid. So it's just one of these lineups where Michael Brantley's coming back too. He wasn't healthy. So that's another move too, where they kept a guy. I think the biggest move is losing Justin Verlander, but not because of Verlander's gone and they're going to be in trouble. I think it will allow some of these guys like Christian Javier, like I said, like Framber Valdez, Luis Garcia, to really step up and prove their worth and really be able to kind of become the big name in the rotation. And because Verlander is going to take all the attention, he won the Cy Young, but you go back to the Astros team, and I think, what was it, 2019, when they had Verlander and Cole and Greinke, and now you're looking at this team, it's like you have Christian Javier, you have Framber Valdez. Could Luis Garcia be the third, or is it going to be Lance McCullers, or could it be Jose Urquidy? But there is still a very good rotation there, and I think it'll only help these guys in this rotation, these younger guys, really kind of build up their stock, and they are definitely, going to be big pieces for this Astros team, and that's why I think losing Verlander is their biggest move, not necessarily from a losing Verlander point, but just because of how it affects everyone else in this rotation.
Absolutely. I mean, you might be losing star power, name brand value, but everyone can deliver on this rotation. Houston Astros fans, we don't need to tell them. We're not talking to them right now. We're talking to everyone else. Hey, listen, they don't have Cole, they don't have Verlander, they don't have Greinke, they don't have the guys that you're used to hearing every day. But these guys are gonna kick your butt. Let me tell you, as a Yankees fan, it's not a good time. It's just not a good time.
It's not. They're extremely good. Also, a name for Hunter Brown was very good down the stretch last year. I don't know if he'll be in the rotation or end up in the bullpen, but they were to stick with the 6-man rotation, he'd seemingly be the 6th guy. So yeah, this goes deep, and there's a lot of young guys in this rotation, but good young guys and guys that are good and should only get better. And and we're not going to spend too much time on this, because I wanted to spend more time on this previous stuff, like we're talking about, like we just talked about this whole video, because there isn't much to talk about when it comes to expectations for this Astros team. It's World Series or bust. They won a World Series last year. Heading into 2023, it's win a World Series. That's it.
Yeah, they're good. They're always going to be in the running for the World Series. I think my expectations are more just player expectations. I expect Alvarez to go 40 plus home runs. I expect him over 100 RBIs. Alex Bregman, who I highlighted earlier, I expect him to go over 100 RBIs, and I expect him to hit up for a higher average, probably 280 this year. That's what I'm expecting. And this team is so good that it's more hey, what do we think the players are going to do? Because we know that we're going to win it all. So let's just see what these guys can do.
Yeah, 100%. You look at too, Altuve was invisible for the ALDS and the ALCS, and they didn't lose a game in either of those series. And it's that just tells you just how the amount of talent this team has, and they have that much talent. They're getting some guys healthy, like Michael Brantley. Bringing in Jose Abreu, that's an addition. Yes, they lost Verlander, but there's still so much talent on this team. Ryan Presley in the bullpen. They brought back Rafael Montero. Yeah, it's just a really good team with so much talent, and it has to be a World Series or bust. But we want to hear from you, from Astros fans, because our Astros videos that we've done on the Bleacher Brawls YouTube channel have gotten some pretty good run. So let us know your thoughts in the comments on this Astros team. Let us know if we've missed anyone important somehow. And yeah, let us know. Check out all our links in the description: the Bleacher Brawls website, Instagram, podcast, Twitter, all that fun stuff, plus all the cruise tours will all be down there. Also, the first link in the description will be of the team profiles. This is actually our last team profile. This is 30 out of 30, so they'll all be there if you're watching this video. So check them all out if you've missed any of them. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit notification bell, all that good stuff. For Barnes, my name is Derek. This is the end of your team profile series. So we've had fun doing it. For Bleacher Brawls, everyone at Bleacher Brawls. We'll see you next time.